Calvin Castine on the streets in beautiful downtown Plattsburgh. It's the 13th day of September 2025, and we're here for the annual Battle of Plattsburgh parade. And hopefully we won't be blocked out, our view, as some late arrivals start meandering around back of us. What is the Battle of Plattsburgh? Well, it happened on September 11th, 1814. On about the last part of August, the British decided to invade. They came into Champlain in the latter part of August of 1814, camped around where northeastern Clinton Central School is, and their ground troops started marching toward Plattsburgh. And their ships came through, and the 11th, morning of the 11th, and came around here and lost to McDonough and the Patriots from the U.S. So the British Navy went home, and their ground troops turned around and went back home. This is a crucial battle here in the War of 1812. The village police from the city of Plattsburgh are leading it off. And this is obviously not a siren-free parade, which I like siren-free parades because we've seen too many emergencies along the way where they needed sirens and the people didn't know it because they thought it was part of the parade. But this is City of Plattsburgh Engine 282. And making it slowly to the top of the hill here on Cumberland Avenue. Not sure if they have a grand marshal, and if they did, this would probably be the vehicle they're in. But they're making better time, as you can see, than the people who are marching. We've been waiting for about an hour for the start of the parade. Got here, we knew that getting here late would be a parking problem, so we got here in time, plenty of time for the start of the parade, and saw a lot of folks who are in the parade come marching by here to go get set up down there. But a good crowd settled in along the route, hoping that somebody will throw some candy out. Yeah, you got their bags there saying, "Where's the candy here?" We've seen a city police car, we've seen a fire truck, but we haven't seen any candy yet. We got the Grand Marshal, former Assemblyman Billy Jones, apparently. And daughter. Here we go. Here comes a marching band. The scouts are coming through. Sharp, that's for sure. If I can see who they are. Mountain Brigade, not quite sure where they're from, but they're being followed by some Boy Scouts. USS Henley comes through here. I'm trying to think if the first parade was in '98. Gordy Little and I started covering the Battle of Plattsburgh commemorations before they began back in '97. And they were getting ready for 2014. North Country honor flight. Oh, the mayor is driving, pointing his finger at me. Wendell Hughes worked so hard for the honor flight. You got it. Oh, don't I get any candy? No. Save it for the kids. The city police chief here is handing out candy. Look at these old fellers there. Old fellers, I was saying. That's what I was saying. There's a group here with Mr. Trudeau leading this group coming up here. And of course they're big in the Crab Island and so on. There's the American Legion promoting America 250, American Legion Post 1619. Of course, next year, 250th anniversary of 1776. So a lot of people will be doing even more of this type of historic stuff next year. So anyway, in 1998, I think they had their first parade in anticipation of the then far away event of 2014, celebrating the 200th, or commemorating the 200th anniversary of the Battle of Plattsburgh. And that's already been 11 years ago, so time marches on. Sure what the holdup is here. It must be probably a band performance in front of the reviewing stand. Can't have a reviewing stand with the mayor driving in the parade there, but they did. Well, now the parade is moving. This airplane will get moving again, hopefully. Yeah, they got it started. Here we go. Ready for takeoff. This bridge, I'm not sure if they still refer to it as the Smith-Weed Bridge, but that's the corner we're at here. Bridge that we're on was formerly the Smith-Weed Bridge, and they redid it. Goes over the railroad tracks. And we got some new cars here. From Della. And we got a bagpipe band. I love bagpipe bands. Didn't have any bagpipers in Rouse's Point this year. They've had years there where they've had 2 or 3. But it's getting harder to get them to. This year's been a little difficult getting them to cross the border to come take part in parades on our side of the border. Well, this Della group really put in a whole lot of vehicles here. And of course, there's a whole lot of events going on. We were at Culver Hill yesterday. We didn't make it to Halsey's Corners, but They've had reenactors here in Plattsburgh on the ground portion of that war of 1814. They marched from Champlain into Chazy around September 5th, got to Culver Hill on September 6th, where they were met with some resistance from the American side, a lot of volunteers. So the whole eastern part of the county was involved. The volunteers came from throughout, and including a lot of them from the Peru area, which in that time the county was still evolving, so Peru included all of southern Clinton County, present-day southern Clinton County. There was no town of Osable, there was no Keysville, there was no Blackbrook. So it was all Peru, south of Plattsburgh. In fact, Beekmantown was still part of Plattsburgh. Chazy and Moores had come off and were established in 1804, so those towns were established. The county was established on March 7th, 1788. So the county was only 26 years old. In fact, Clinton County was established before New York State actually ratified the Constitution. So we could point out that the county is actually older than New York State becoming part of the original 13 states, or 13 colonies as they were known back then. Here come the bagpipers. They're going to save their breath for the reviewing stand. State Police. Oh, Chris Ware, I wonder who that was. Ware Venner Group. New York State Police are recruiting. Like to drive a nice vehicle like that, give them a holler. Some reenactors making their way in this direction. Ramsay Museum, that's in Montreal. The legend of the plucky rooster. We saw these two people march by while we were waiting for the parade to start. So this little girl has already put in her 8 miles, or 8 miles of traffic here. I've gone far enough. I want to ride for a while here. I don't blame her. Those little legs have already done their duty. Keep Another Tomorrow Foundation. And from Norwich University, Military College of Vermont. Let's listen. Vermont, they got a Vermont license plate on their vehicle here. Another holdup, probably previous band in front of the reviewing stand. Antique car coming up. Of course, when I was young, it wasn't an antique car, but it is now. We're just a ways away from the Kent Delord House, historic part of the city of Plattsburgh. As I was saying, is in 1814, those troops went to Culver Hill, and after leaving Culver Hill, they went on to Halsey's Corners, which is where the Tom Miller Road meets the city of Plattsburgh. And from there, they marched here and had a couple of fights, had a couple of battles, I should say, at a few local forts in the area. Still waiting here, not sure what they're waiting for, but they're still waiting here. And while they're waiting, and of course we can see the McDonough Monument from here, which is in front of City Hall in Plattsburgh. And that bird on top of that eagle has not yet flown away. Rumor has it it will someday, but it hasn't yet. So whoever's performing there we go, now we're starting to march. Whoever's performing in front of the reviewing stand must be putting on a good show, and there's always some good shows when the parade goes by. Say we've done most of our Battle of Plattsburgh parade coverage from there. Buick Skylark. Brennan Buick, okay, that vehicle. General Benjamin Moore Homestead. General Alexander McComb, American Headquarters. Benjamin Moore's soon. Not Moore, but Moore's. It was one of the early founding father type folks in the county. Masters of Essex, Connecticut. Sailing Masters of 1812. performed live here. If we get to a point where somebody is playing pre-recorded music, we're going to have to talk our way through it. Here's the USS Saratoga with the rooster on it, I guess. Channel 5 checking the weather here. They want to make sure it's not raining. They're here checking the weather. So if we got some pre-recorded music, we'll have to talk our way through it because people who recorded that music want to be paid for the performance. Hopefully there won't be any, but not sure what this group is all about, but have a nice turnout. And there was a Norwood Brass Fireman from Norwood, New York. They're always in the St. Mary's Bazaar Parade every year. And now we've got Castine Catholic coming, and I guess they got some pre-recorded music. You know, if they must have a school choir, let them record something from the school choir from last year and play that if they're going to play something. Playing pre-recorded music means I got to worry about copyrights. There we go, Castine Catholic, still going strong after all these years. I'm a graduate of St. Mary's in Champlain. We used to play ball against MAI and OLVA and St. John's, and Castine Catholic came through in the late 1980s, right around 1990. I think 89 might have been their first year. And from Plattsburgh State, the Cardinal is here. Plattsburgh State Cardinal getting a ride. Plattsburgh Theater. Plattsburgh Theater, and we got some Cougars. Clinton Community College is represented here. Clinton Community College, their new location on the SUNY Plattsburgh campus. Acting chairman is here. Steve Frederick driving. A mobile classroom. Can't fit more than 40 students in that classroom. Is starting to move again here. We got, not quite sure what this Clinton County Historical Association, Jerry Favreau waving enthusiastically.
Sitting on the railing.
All right, Beaumont Elementary. We did hear a pre-recorded national anthem playing there while we were waiting, so hopefully they're done with their pre-recorded music, whoever's behind them. Bailey Beaumont, all right. They're just the greatest school around. Wow, congratulations. Didn't know they were giving out an award for that this year. Okay, here we got, this thing here. Here we go. We got some, see this vehicle and all the honor flight parades. Now we got Knights of Columbus here. We got some recorded music talking, so if I can't keep talking my way through it, I'm going to have to shut the camera off, so don't take it personal, but you can't be going with pre-recorded music copyrighted by somebody and then I got a problem showing it in the parade, but looks like they're okay. Morris Dwyer Council, I knew Father Morris Dwyer. All the way from Shazy here, look at this. Look at that there, brand new, just off the lot. That's the last vehicle that Riley Ford sold in Chazy right there. That was the last one. All right. Irish Dance, Champlain Valley Irish Dance. Now they got pre-recorded music, I'm sure here. So nothing personal, girls. But I gotta talk my way through this here. We can't be. Let's have pre-recorded music. Thank you very much. I got some golden bears here. I got some gold bears here. So it'd be nice if we had a nice unobstructed view here, but we don't have an unobstructed view, and I guess we got to talk through the music. If it's on YouTube, YouTube will track down the copyright holders and give them the royalties. But when I put it on cable, I don't make a dime putting it on cable. I'm not making a dime being here today. So cable wants me to pay for any royalties. So it doesn't make any sense to me to have to pay. I'm giving up time to be here to cover this. This is viewer-supported television, but only a very, very, very few viewers understand what viewers-supported local television is all about. So we don't get much support from the community. I get very, very little support from Plattsburgh over the years. I had more a while back, maybe 10, 15 years ago, but that's fallen by the wayside. So if the people in and around Plattsburgh appreciate hometown cable, then we'd appreciate hearing from them. And viewer-supported television, and they're going to keep on playing that music, and we're going to have to stop talking. Okay, they've started to move along here. I'm not sure what this group is here, but they're in the parade. I don't know if that's the Irish flag or what, but they're going through. Now we got Straw Hatters. They don't play pre-recorded stuff. No siree. Here come the Straw Hatters. Marching group. Remember a marching group here? Marching group that originated in Rouse's Point in the late 40s. Several times a year, different venues. We caught them this year at the Alice T. Minor Center, not the Alice T. Minor, the William H. Minor Center. We caught them. We might be nearing the end of the parade here. There weren't many fire trucks involved, just that earlier one leading the parade. This is, what is this? Private investigators, all right. I met those guys a couple of days ago at the Microbird opening, providing security at the Microbird ribbon cutting ceremony. All right. And we got a little bit more, then the parade will be done.
Or like who would hire them?
All right, proud to be an American, it says. It's unique. All right, very nicely. Oh, throwing some candy over across the road there. CB Electric. Alright, so I guess they did have room for businesses to get in and promote their business. The parade is moving slowly here. Hopefully we'll be able to catch the end of it here. We'll have too much longer hold up. We got this truck, and I'm not sure if there's anything after this fire truck coming behind it. This is another CB Electric. Throwing candy to the young ladies on the side. And I'm guessing the parade might be over when this fella here, driving this vehicle here, makes his way through. Double Deuce, South Plattsburgh. South Plattsburgh Fire Department. And a couple of police vehicles. And that'll be the end of the parade. Guys and gals in there. More private investigators. Privately investigating even as we stand here. Temperature is right around 70 degrees, sunshine, just near perfect weather for this parade. So it looks like the Sheriff's Department will wrap it up. We'll get the Sheriff's Department coming through. The county legislator can't get a shot of the Sheriff's Department. Who can, right? Parade is moving very slowly at this point. Crowd is moving faster than the parade. We do want to get the Sheriff's Department, the Clinton County Sheriff's Department, and this last vehicle, which was probably part of the setup crew for the parade. So thanks for watching and supporting viewer-supported local television, hometown cable TV we think is worthy of your support. Thanks again for watching.